Guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my October favorites and disappointments. I had forgotten about this video and I remembered. I was like, oh beep, I need to do this video. Let's get right into it because you guys know I talk a lot and then I always have a lot of products. Let's start off with skincare because I don't have that very many products. I do want to start off with this Glow Recipe Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser. This stuff has replaced my other cleansers that I was using and I'm in love with it. I put it on my little brush, my skin cleansing brush, and I go to town with this. I feel like it really gets all the gunk, all the dirtiness out of my skin. I especially like to use this after I take off my makeup with my makeup wipe, and then I put this on the cleanser, you know, go to town, and it takes all the leftover makeup out of my skin and it leaves it very clean feeling, which I personally like that feeling on my skin, and it has definitely been clearing up my skin. So you can see I have been using it quite a bit. A little goes a long way with this cleanser. You don't have to use a lot, and I do also appreciate that it has a pump and it smells delicious. Another thing, these two products in particular, I actually like them even more now. Well, this one is a Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. I have raved about this non-stop. And when I got the little makeup fridge, the little skincare fridge that I showed you guys, it was a collaboration between Makeup Fridge and Glow Recipe. I have been hooked on this cold. Like, applying skincare to your skin cold is totally different feeling. Obviously it feels cold, but it just feels like it really nourishes and like makes your skin feel so nice and so good. Especially this sleeping mask. I try to apply this every single night because it just makes my skin so nice, soft, and every morning my skin is more supple. Not necessarily like glowy and all that. It's more just healthy and supple, and like it's very moisturized, which especially now that winter's coming and my lips are dry, my skin is being like getting really dry, like this is a must for me every single night. And this is my little first jar. I feel like I'm halfway to it, and then I do have another full-size one that came with my makeup fridge. My makeup fridge is another thing that has become my favorite, especially now with my skincare being cold. I just love the feeling of it. I have my little face roller in there as well, and rolling that on your face cold, it feels so good. And I like to use my roller after I apply my Sunday Riley Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream. That's a mouthful. It's basically a moisturizer. It's lightweight, oil-free. It's a gel cream moisturizer, and I have found that I prefer gel cream moisturizers as opposed to just like the regular cream moisturizers. This feels more refreshing on the skin, especially cold. Again, it's probably just like a placebo effect. It's in my head that it just feels so much better and that it's working better because it's cold, but it feels really good on the skin. I got this in my, I think it was like September Boxy Luxe box, and I am halfway through it. It's definitely a moisturizer I would repurchase. It is pricey, definitely pricey, but so very worth the money. For my skin, it moisturizes very good, and I definitely need the moisture. Now, before I go into the palettes, I have 3 products that I just need to show you guys so that you guys can understand how much I've truly been loving them and using them. First off is the Tatcha the Silk Canvas Primer. This hurts my heart and it hurts my wallet because it's all done. I cannot even believe it. But I mean, when I told you guys I really like this product, it has like the very smallest amount on the rim. But when I told you guys I like this product, I really meant it. I have been using this non-stop since I got it, and it's literally a holy grail primer. I will repurchase it again. It just feels like it adds skincare benefits to my skin because it's from a skincare brand and it feels nice and luxurious on the skin. But again, that could be like a placebo effect, and I'm like, okay, you know, it's Tatcha, it's a skincare brand, like it's a primer, it's giving me skincare benefits. But I really feel like it has made this big ass wrinkle right here, well, it's not that big anymore, much smaller ever since I started using this primer, and of course all my other skincare. But I feel like this has definitely added to that, or it's just in my mind that it has. But I really like this. I like what it does to my skin, how it fills in my pores without making my skin feel like I have a heavy primer on. I just love this stuff. It smells amazing. The packaging is so cute. It is pricey, but for me it's so very worth it, like worth every penny. The next product, this is a palette from Cover FX, and this is the Perfector Face Palette, which I also got in my Boxy Luxe, I think, or Boxy Charm, one of the months. This color right here, this contour product in the shade Silhouette, literally you can tell I have been using it and abusing it and loving it and all of the above. I use this all the month of October. Clearly you can tell I literally have gone ham into it. I like the highlighters as well. As you guys can see, they do have some use in them, but this is a product that I'm particularly like head over heels for. I do want to look for it and see if they have it individually, because I wouldn't want to buy the whole palette again for one product, but it's really good. I feel like it's such a nice contour shade that it's not too gray, it's not too orange, and it doesn't look dirty on my skin, and it also doesn't make me look like an Oompa Loompa. So yeah, this color, I need to look for it. I hope they make it. And then another product that I have hit pan on is from this Alamar Cosmetics palette. I think I've included this in like 4 or 5 favorites. Like every month I include this. I try not to, but I have hit pan on the color. This is my favorite color from this palette, Seclusion. I said I was going to use this in fall and this in summer. I have used this all the seasons long. The color Seclusion is just such a beautiful color. I feel like it looks so beautiful on my skin, and it goes so well with my skin. It's actually what I'm wearing today, and it's just so pretty. It combined with this highlighter as well. I feel like that's why I like it so much. So this highlighter from Physicians this highlighter from Physicians Formula, I used all October long. Like I ain't even gonna front. I used it all October long, and I need to hide it from myself. This is a product that I'm like, okay, you have a lot more highlighters. You keep buying highlighters. You can't keep wearing just this highlighter. This is the Rose All Day Petal Glow highlighter in Freshly Picked. I do want another color, but at the same time, I'm like, if I buy another color, I'm going to use it for like another month, and I'm not going to use anything else like I did with this. Like the lines of the detail of the roses are like fading off from the bottom, because that's how much I've literally used this highlighter. The packaging is also super cute. I don't use the brush it comes with. It does come with a mirror, which is pretty cute. But what I care about is the product, and that is A1. I have been using this highlighter with this specific brush from Moda Brushes, and this is their Accentuate brush. It's just a perfect, and I mean perfect, brush to apply highlighter. Especially this highlighter, it just applies it so beautifully. It blends it into the skin so nicely. I love it so much. I actually ended up really liking these brushes. I told you guys I was very excited to try them in the haul where I showed them. So it was 2 brush sets that they sent me from Moda Brushes, and these are the brushes that I've been loving. They were both 6-piece. I do use the other ones, but these, I literally use them every time I do my makeup. This one is my go-to contour brush, and I wouldn't have thought of using it for contour, but it's not so stiff, and it has give to the bristles, so that it's a perfect brush to just apply, you know, the perfect amount of contour and blend it out nicely without just getting like a stark mark on your skin. I really like this one, and this is a contour brush, so I mean, I guess that's what it's meant for. That's why it's so perfect. This one, you guys have seen it plenty of times. I use it every time I do my makeup. When I'm doing my eye makeup in particular, I like it to, you know, brush away the fallout because it doesn't like press the product into the skin. It just ever so lightly brushes it away. So I love it. Super soft. This one has been my favorite brush, specifically with this style of look that I've been doing lately. It looks very grungy today in my opinion, especially with the lip. I did a lighter liquid lipstick, and then I did a deeper color in the center, but I feel like I'm missing like lip color on the outside just because my lips aren't that big, and I normally like overline them with liquid lipstick, and today they just seem a little smaller. Maybe it's just me. But this brush, I have been doing this style of look where I do my liner and then I smudge it out with a brown or a black eyeshadow for like a slightly smoky look. This brush has been perfect to do that. And then these three from the other set, I think this is like the Blue Fire set, and this one was the Dragon set. I will leave all the links down below, and then I do have a coupon code with Moda brushes if you guys would like to save money. It is Makeup by Misela and you get 10% off. You can also find these brushes at Walmart, but I like to remind you guys that you can normally find some of the sets, but not their newer sets. I feel like their newer sets are specifically on their website. Like these two that are new. This one is a kabuki, a flat kabuki brush, which I was excited to try, and it just works perfect to apply foundation. Again, favorite highlighter brush. And I've been doing this style of look with these palettes. Specifically started off with the Blushing Berries palettes that I got in my October BoxyCharm. This palette, I told you guys I really wanted it. I'm so happy I got this one. Now I want to get the Sassy Siennas and the I Love Sarai collab they have from Dose of Colors, because those are just super pretty as well. And now that I tried the formula of their eyeshadows, it's definitely very good, and they easily have become my favorite now. The next palette that I've been doing this look a lot with as well, and the one I actually used today, is the palette from Alter Ego, and this is a Sahara tomato palette. And this is very similar, and I would say it's a dupe to the Natasha Denona palette, but I haven't tried the Natasha Denona palette. I don't plan on buying it either because it's super pricey. I can basically just give you guys the info on this palette. The formula is amazing. The eyeshadows blend beautifully. The colors are just gorgeous. This color right here is like the prettiest mustard pukey yellow ever, and that's what I'm wearing today. If you don't like too many colors, too many wine shades in your palettes for fall, winter, this is a perfect palette. It has more red brown shades, but at the same time you get these like cool tone shades down here. This brown, I would say it's leaning towards the cool tone, and then you get kind of like the warm shades up here, but they're not too warm. It's just a perfect palette. I love it so much. It retailed for $16. I also have a coupon code with them if you guys would like to save money. Again, I always let you guys know all the links are always down below. The codes as well. You guys don't have to use them. But if you want to save some money, the info's down there. Moving on to this Colourpop palette, the Whatever palette. I still haven't done a tutorial with this palette, but I am obsessed with it. I have used it off camera a lot, like non-stop. Like, look at that color. It's all dirty because it is my favorite color from this palette, which is called Miss Brightside. Pass It On is another of my favorite, and definitely Maybe Later. I don't know what it is about those mauvey, pinky, orangey shades that I've been liking so much, but this one is beautiful as well. And let me show you guys the glitter, because the glitter is like the all-star of this palette, which is called Duh. Look at that glitter. Oh my gosh, this is like a perfect fall, winter, year-round for me palette. I love it. And the last two palettes, I have to mention them, even though I feel like I already mentioned them, but I just used them. I feel like in the month of October, I stuck to very basic face products, like the same ones over and over, but I did change my palettes a lot. The first one is the Mirage palette from Profusion. Now this, if you love warm shades, if you love a little pop of color glitters, this is the palette for you. It is super affordable. You can find it at Walmart or you get it online. I don't even know what to say. Like this, these are my colors. These are the colors I love. Even if I have them in every other palette, this is a palette that I felt like I needed because it's so, so beautiful. It has everything that I could want. You guys know I love when palettes include these light brow bone shades. Like these are perfect in every single palette. And if a palette has those shades, for me, it's like a done deal. And then you get all those other beautiful shimmer, matte, glitters. Beautiful. This is only like $13, super affordable. I would say Profusion palettes, I honestly thought they weren't gonna be that good. This is my second one and I definitely do recommend them. If you don't like too many warm shades, they have different variations of this style of palette. They have more greens and blues. They have more neutral palettes. They have smaller palettes. You can definitely find something you like from Profusion palettes, and they are definitely affordable. Now last but not least, this palette, I have to mention it because I still love it. It's still one of my favorites and I'm still going to do a green look using this palette. Colourpop So Jaded by Kathleen Lights. This is such a good palette. Like if you haven't picked it up, you have your doubts, I definitely recommend this palette 100%. The glitters, the shimmers, the super shock shadows like this one. Do you guys see the dent in it? That's how much I use that shade. I love it. It's just so, so pretty. Oh my gosh. Especially in the inner corner, or you just top off any eye look with this. Beautiful. I forgot to mention the face products, but there's only two. So the foundation that I use all month long and concealer are by Dose of Colors. This is my new holy grail, like cocktail foundation concealer. The Meet Your Hue foundation and Meet Your Hue concealer from Dose of Colors are hands down some of the most amazing face products, complexion products I have tried out this year, honestly. The foundation, I have mine in 117 light medium. And the concealer, I have 11 light medium, and for me this is just the perfect match. This concealer is so, so good, creamy, full coverage, but it doesn't feel full, like heavy or cakey under the eyes, and it doesn't make my under eyes crease or feel super dry, which usually happens with full coverage concealers. This is everything I can want in a foundation. Full coverage, not too flat, not too matte. It's just beautiful on the skin. Like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And lastly, we have lip products for our favorites. I have here the Collab Matte Addiction Liquid Lip Color and the color King. If you haven't tried Collab products, this in particular is amazing, as well as their gloss. But I didn't use their gloss that much to tell you guys that it was a favorite. I mean, I do like it, but this, I definitely used it like a lot during the month of October, that I remembered. I was like, this is a must talk about because it is amazing. Dose of Colors in collaboration with I Love Sarai. I recently got this, well, in that last haul that I showed you guys, that huge haul. I got the color Aesthetic, and I told you guys, like, this is the epitome of fall. Like, this is fall in a shade for me, and I used this with a very like grungy look as well, and I loved it. It's such a pretty color. I love Dose of Colors formula of their liquid lipsticks. And the last two we have are from Colourpop. You guys know I love their ultra matte lips. They're affordable, they're very opaque, the color stays on very long, and to me, I don't feel them to be too drying. I know some people do find them drying. I don't find them that drying. I actually find them comfortable. The first one is another collab with I Love Sarai and Colourpop. This is a color Softy, and this is a color I think I was wearing in my last video. It's just so, so pretty. I love these type of mauve-y deep shades, but again, they're still wearable. These are like my wearable nudes. And then the Twinkling Lights Kathleen times Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in Little Star as well. I feel like this is very similar to the one I just showed you guys. Similar, but not the same. There we go. So, so pretty. So those are my lip favorites. Now I have 3 disappointments, and One of them, I bought it recently, but I already hate it and I don't want to use it on it again. Hate is a strong word, but honestly, I dislike it a lot. It's the EOS Lip Balm, and this is like a watermelon and mint flavor. I told you guys in my last video about my crusty, dusty lips and looking for lip balms. I tried this on and it just felt like it made my lips worse. Like they were much more dry and they just felt even more crusty, dusty. So this is definitely a no-go for me. It didn't do anything for my lips. I mean, except for make them feel more dry and uncomfortable. I won't be using this at all, and I won't be buying EOS lip balms again. I had totally forgotten that I didn't like them anymore until I tried it again, but I was desperate for something, some moisture. That definitely didn't deliver. This Colourpop brow pomade, I was very sad that it dried out. I didn't even get to use about, well, maybe I used about half of it and it dried out. I have raved about this for years, and then I didn't use it for a couple of years. I bought it again recently this year, and I feel like the formula changed. Like it's not the same. This is something that I had to pack on my brows because it would like kind of show my pores in my brow area. I don't know if you guys have pores there, or it's just like the little, you know, little holes of my hairs that I don't have, but it emphasizes those pores so much that I have to apply a very, very heavy amount of product. And now that it's dry and crusty, it was so hard like to work it on my eyebrows. And I mean, I like mixed it around to see if it would revive or something, and it just didn't. It just became like a weird paste that would just crumble away when I was trying to apply it on my brows. That really sucks because I really, really like this. This last disappointment, which I still feel like it's not a full disappointment. I'm still going to give it another shot, but it's the Collab Set the Stage Soft Focus Translucent Finishing Powder. I saw someone recommend this and I was like, okay, let me try it out. I think they recommended the one with the black cap, but when I went into Sally's, they only had a display for this one with the white cap. I don't know if they changed the formula, if they changed the cap, if it's a different product. But when I apply this, it makes my skin look dry in patches, and I hate that, especially under my eyes, because I feel like it emphasizes my lines when my under eyes look dry. It made this area right here emphasize my fine lines and make it really dry and patchy as well. The areas where I have a little bit of pimples, those areas look very dry. I don't know. I had to drench my skin in setting powder after applying, in setting spray after applying this. Again, I will give it another try, and then maybe next month I'll let you guys know if I ended up liking it, if it ended up working, or if it is completely a disappointment. So right now I would say we're halfway there to being a full disappointment. But yeah, that basically is it on my favorites and disappointments. Let me know what was your month's favorite product and your most disappointing product of the month of October in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, the links and coupon codes to the specific products I told you guys that I have codes for will be linked down below in the description box. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all your support, and like always, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.